Okay, this is our web page for our technology and instructional design class, and we think that it has a lot of accessibility with talking to our classmates or reaching them in a really easy way, much easier than other programs we've used for classes before. So what we do is we would click on classmates if we wanted to direct message them, and we can see all of the students that are in our class, and most of them have pictures, so it's personalized if we don't know their name. So then we can, and they're alphabetical ordered by their first names. So we can click on message, and it will take us to our email account, and we can compose a message. So here we are typing a message. And then we can send it, and they will be able to get that message as soon as it's sent, usually in a few seconds, and will be able to respond very quickly.
So we talked about some really nifty things that Blair was just bringing up about how Google Classroom, unlike Moodle or other really popular classroom apps, can really take student communication to a whole new level and use it almost as though it's a social media academic type application. And so this has wonderfully phenomenal impacts on student collaboration and thus on student learning. And you get this instant communication, just as Blair showed, where all your classmates are listed by alphabetical order. You can private message them, you can group message them, and not only is that incredibly handy, a feature that is not involved with as much ease as Moodle or another page, this is just right in front of you. You also have another aspect where, almost as though you're on Facebook or another social media app, you have a stream. And this stream has your postings, as you can see right now that we're looking at. And here is how you can see that real-time communication come into play on the stream. So on the stream here, we have an announcement that the professor has made, and the professor is asking students' opinions about the midterm exam. The professor is asking students to articulate their reasons for their different preferences of exams. And so this is something that without this rise of technology, students would have to do in a written or an oral way in the classroom setting. However, here, students can take the opportunity to collaborate online with one another, and this offers a whole wealth of learning that can take place. So as we scroll down, it's almost as though you're on Facebook. You can see responses to this status, so to speak, and you have students who are able to articulate their thoughts in response to one another, in response to the actual comment. And so now we are taking learning from something that is simply individualized with the professor or something that's in a classroom. We are taking it to a whole new level of accessibility, where it is similar to what students are familiar with on a daily basis if they do have a Facebook or another social media account. So really, we're taking learning and we're taking communication with students and we're making it social, and that's something that Google Classroom does that other apps like Moodle could never dream of doing at this particular point.
One cool feature of Google Classrooms is the ability to look at upcoming, completed, and previous assignments. On the stream, there's a box allocated for reminding you about your assignments. You can also click on View All to see all assignments. It shows your to-do assignments and your completed assignments. Completed assignments display your grade, and by clicking on them, you can read professor feedback and view your original submission. You can also add more to your assignment or make corrections and resubmit. This feature of Google Classrooms allows students and professors to easily submit, return, and view assignments in one convenient location.
Hey guys, so we're going to show you for Google Classroom of how it's really helpful by having reminders for your assignments. As you can see, our professor posted the assignment that we have to do for our class. And then the nice thing is that if you go to your email, it will also show up, giving you a reminder that you have an assignment that you need to do for that class.
Alrighty, today we're going to start by showing you how to edit a document in Google Docs. So first off, you're going to go to your Google Drive, and you're going to notice here that you're going to hunt for your document and begin to edit it. So first, to get to your document, you're going to search for the one that you want. Ours is the Cat in the Mat story. We're going to click on it, and once you've got it pulled up, you can start to edit. Now, Google Docs has a few basic edits we're going to go over today. The first is just making the basic edit of changing the name of your story. And what you're going to do first is you're going to go up to the title. That'll be in your upper left-hand corner, and you're going to click on it. Next, with all the highlighted words, if you're going to change everything entirely, just hit your backspace button and begin to type your new name. Once you've found your desired name for your document, you can just hit OK and it'll save it. One good thing about Google Docs is it does save everything automatically. So therefore, everything that you change is automatically going to go in there. No hit and save, no anything, which saves a lot of time and a lot of heartache when you're editing. The next thing we're going to do is just show a few basic edits. We're going to start by showing you how to change font, change the font size, as well as bolding, italicizing, underlining, alignment of your font, and also bullet points in case you're doing a presentation or anything. Now, one thing is all of these tools are in your toolbar. So we're going to start by changing the font for our title. So you're going to start and you're going to highlight your title. And we're going to go up here to the font size, font style, and hit, and we're going to look down to find a font that we're very pleased with and we think fits our story. Once we've found that, we're going to click on that font, and as you can see, it changed it. We're also going to change the font size while that we've got it highlighted. So you go up here to font size, hit your down arrow again, and just choose your desired font size. And one thing too, we're going to show you a basic edit of bolding your font, especially with your titles. You would want them bold, underline, or italicized just to show the difference between that and the rest of your document. So we're going to hit by bolding our title. And once you hit that, as you can see, the bold becomes highlighted to show that we've done that edit. And as you can notice, all the changes are saved in Drive as it says up in here. And that way you know that your Google Chrome is working just fine. And then the final step we're going to do with our title is we're going to center align it, and we're just going to go by being up in our toolbar again and hitting that center align button. And we're also going to center align the name of our authors and get them all centered up nice. And then one other thing you can do is you can always go into your document and fix any typos or anything that may be needed. As you can see here in our last sentence, we need a comma. So that lazy fat cat on a mat. And of course, any English grammar Nazi knows that we need a comma between fat and cat. Between lazy and fat, excuse me. So we're going to click our cursor right beside the word lazy and put a comma, and it will also edit the document that way. And then also, just to show how bullet points can work, we're going to make our story in bullet points. So first what you're going to do is you're going to start by putting your cursor at the very beginning of your story. You go up here to your toolbar, and it should be closer to your right-hand side at the very end. Your bulleted list, and you're going to hit that down arrow, and you're going to choose the bullet points that you wish to have them look like. You can do circles, you can have the spade, you can have the squares, arrows, stars. But actually, I'm going to choose this one, and you're going to hit it, and as you notice, it shifts everything over to the side and changes it. And one thing with bullet points is as you hit enter, it adds the bullet point. So you can go in and just click at the beginning of each of your sentences and hit enter, and it'll add the bullet points. So therefore, at the end of your document, there's bullet points in it in case you need to add them for any presentation. So that was a few basic edits on Google Chrome, Google Docs. And it's very simple interface. All things are changed automatically, and all tools can be accessed from the toolbar, which is at the top of the screen under your title.
Hi guys, it's Sierra Spear and Lindsay Smith with you here today, and we're looking at this website by Cooper Hewitt, and it's a lesson plan that shows us how to make animation flipbooks, and it gives us the time, the grade level, the standards that it's meeting, the objectives, and the resources, materials that you will need. And I'm going to hand it over to Lindsay to show us how to upload this website to the stream.
Alright, so we have a Google Chromebook up here, so we're just gonna highlight the link and then Control C to copy it, and then you scroll over to Google Classroom and you just Control V to paste it, and we're gonna upload it onto the stream. But we're just gonna put maybe like, hey guys, here's a fun lesson plan for an art class. And then all you have to do is post it. And it posts onto the stream and all your classmates can see it, your professor can see it, and they can just go right to the link. And that's why using Google Classroom is super easy.
Okay, let's look at just how you look at the stream on Moodle. So let's go down. Let's say I want to see the most recent thing that my professor put on the stream for History 232. Now I have to scroll all the way down. You see up here there's things on February, March, and finally I get to the last PDF that my professor put up after I scrolled through all of that. Now, let's see how it's different on Google Classroom. We begin here. Here's the Google Classroom page. First, you see that the organization of classes is already more fluid. I'm going to click on Education 320. And look, this is the first assignment, or this is the most recent assignment that my professor has put up, and it's the first assignment. I don't have to scroll through anything. This assignment was put up on today at 2:06 p.m. and I can just click right on it, and here it is. No scrolling, and it's much simpler. Okay, let's look at just how you look at the stream on Moodle. So let's go down. Let's say I want to see the most recent thing that my professor put on the stream for History 232. Now I have to scroll all the way down. You see up here there's things on February, March, and finally I get to the last PDF that my professor put up after I scrolled through all of that. Now let's see how it's different on Google Classroom. We begin here. Here's the Google Classroom page. First, you see that the organization of classes is already more fluid. I'm going to click on Education 320. And look, this is the first assignment, or this is the most recent assignment that my professor has put up, and it's the first assignment. I don't have to scroll through anything. This assignment was put up on today at 2:06 p.m. and I can just click right on it, and here it is. No scrolling, and it's much simpler.